Peace and love, family. So, story time on how I discovered SHREEM BRZEE. So, start off, I was working at Volvo. I had worked my way up to supervisor. I was the supervisor of the car wash part of the Volvo dealership. And so I think this was about 27. Yeah, this was 2017. I had been out of college a couple years, and you know, grace period, don't last long after you graduate. So, I had just jumped in and start working as soon as I could, find the fastest gig, start making some money so I could pay these loans back. And so supervisor at Volvo car wash part, and I was working probably like 7 or 8 to 6 or 7. Yeah, it's about 6 o'clock. So every day I was waking up at about like 5, around like 5 o'clock, and then getting off at 6 maybe, and then get home at around 7:30. Be dog tired because we washing cars all day. I'm the supervisor, so I ain't doing as much washing, but still a very, very laboring job. So I get, home every day and I'm dog tired. It had got to a point where I would come in the house, go to my room. I'm living with my parents, come in the room, kick my shoes off, and I just want to get off my feet, right? So I'll just plop down and lay on my bed. And then next thing I know, I open my eyes and it's like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours later, So I come in the door, 7:30, I might have stopped somewhere, before I got home. It's like 8 o'clock or whatever. Plop down, wake up, it's like 10, 11, 12 o'clock. So I'm like, damn. I wake up after this little damn nap or whatever, and it's damn near time for me to go back to sleep and do this shit all over again. So I'm like, yo, this is consuming a whole lot of my life, a whole lot of my energy, a whole lot of my time. And, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this shit anymore, And then it got to a point where I ended up meeting my girlfriend, and I would do that shit, fall asleep and then wake up. Now I'm waking up to like text messages like, oh, what happened? You sleep? Oh, okay. I hope you, get some rest. I know you're tired. I'm like, damn, I can't even chill with my girlfriend because I'm just so damn consumed by this job, So I had kind of started looking for another job, not really, but one day I had just woke up and I was all jacked up. My back was hurting, could barely get out of bed. And I'm like, yo, I don't think I'm going in. I think I'm about to quit, Just I start looking for any little sign like, oh, if I don't know, if it rained today, I ain't going in and I'm gonna quit my job. Oh, I check the weather in a second and it's below 70, I'm quitting, So I'm just trying to convince myself. So I'm like, yeah, I don't need to do this shit no more. So I just up and quit. I end up going back to this old job that I have and kind of always have in between jobs, is this part-time job at the club. I work security, do, a little bouncer. I know I don't really look like it, but yeah, I go there, work security. So now this is when I discovered SHREEM BRZEE, right? So one day I'm going into work. I think this is around maybe December 2017, January 2018. Yeah. I think this is probably January 2018, right? So I go where I'm getting dressed for work. And then that day I'm just, I had quit my job, right? I'm working at the club again, right? So at this point I need money, I'm really at a point where I need money. So that day I was looking up little money affirmations and, ways to, law of attraction and all that, So I end up playing this one video, the thumbnail, you can probably find it now. The thumbnail had like collage of dollars, dollar bills on it. And it was like 30 minutes. And it's just a bunch of positive money affirmations, I'm a money magnet, all that, whatever. That was playing when I was getting dressed before I went to work. Then right after that, the SHREEM BRZEE video played by Dr. Palai, it was on autoplay. And he started playing, right? Then I went into work. Now, mind you, I'm a bouncer. And that night, I ended up getting tipped $20. So I got a $20 tip, right? And that never happens. I'm a bouncer. We don't get tips. Y'all know that. So I get home from work. I'm like, I got a $20 tip, right? What happened? What videos was it? Because something worked, That's unusual. Let me go back and check what videos I had listened to. And, I was like, oh, yeah, that SHREEM BRZEE video played right before I went. So that night when I got back from work, I'm like, let me play that SHREEM BRZEE video again all through the night. I'm going to go to sleep to it. So wake up. Boom. This is the second day, So I listened to it all night. And then later on that day, I go into work. And then I'm working the ticket booth this time, ripping tickets or whatever. A guy comes up to me. He's like, hey, I got this ticket. Boom, I don't need it. All right, cool, thanks. A guy, like 2 or 3 people behind him, I guess he had seen him give me the ticket. He comes up to me and he's like, hey, how much you want for that ticket? I'm like, he's like, already, he like this, boom. Hey. I'm like, shit, all right, He was damn near shoving the money in my pocket by that point. So I'm like, all right. And I'm like, dude, like, I'm just thinking, I would have gave it to you for free. Like, so another $20, 2 days in a row. So get back from work. I don't know if I played it that night. I probably did, but I know when I woke up on that third day, that's when I commenced to writing it a whole bunch. And if you've ever seen me, my videos, and I've showed my notebooks of me writing it, it's the one in the purple pen. I think that's the first time I ever wrote SHREEM BRZEE was in the purple pen. So yeah. So I start writing it on the third day because at this point I'm convinced. I'm like, yo, yeah, that SHREEM BRZEE, it really does work. It's the real deal, Holyfield, signed, sealed, and delivered. So, write it like a couple sets of 108, on the third day. And then I think later that day or the day after that is when my dad had gave me a check for my car note. You know what I'm saying? It was like $300, I think. He was like, oh, yeah, hey, I know you probably ain't struggling right now. I know you need some money, You got to pay your car note? He was like, here's some, help with your car. I was like, damn, that's really clutch, $300. I'm like, that shit came in hella handy. I'm like, I'm breaking my back, kind of, trying to find another job and then working, part-time, trying to figure out how I'm going to, really, survive because all this little change I'm making from the club gonna have to go to, my bills and shit. So I'm like, that was clutch. So yeah. So them 3 days right there, boom, got $20 first day, $20 the second day. And then on the third/fourth day, I got $300 for my car note. So at this point, I'm convinced. And I say January, I remember it had to be January because right after that is when I made the SHREEM BRZEE video, the one that, y'all have probably seen, when I was like $300 in 72 hours, SHREEM BRZEE works. Not clickbait. I was not lying. That shit really works, really did that. So yeah. So I made the video, and then yeah, from there it was a wrap. SHREEM BRZEE end up taking off. I'm talking, writing it, chanting it, all that. It ended up freaking getting me out my parents' crib because I had started working little odd jobs, but each little odd job was a little bit better, a little bit more money than the next one, Yeah, I think I made a video about, SHREEM BRZEE, like no jobs to 4 jobs or something like that. Like it really did, work my way up. I was working at the club, then I had got another job working at this moving company, at the little moving company. And then I ended up working, I did this one little thing working, delivering meat or whatever. That didn't work out, but then I had to end up working, got a pizza delivery job, so that was kind of like the third job, pizza delivery job, all after I discovered SHREEM BRZEE. So I'm going hard on SHREEM BRZEE. I'm like, boom, I done finally found that money magnet, this real, money thing that works, Whole time I'm making all these videos, what I'm saying, in SHREEM BRZEE and stuff, I was dead ass struggling, like, I really needed help, what I'm saying, but I'm humble and I know, and I'm, probably pretty ancient, because I trust the universe a little too much, because, I know how this shit works now, and I'm like, boom, I just live my life off intuition and signs, because it always works out. So my antennas in my eyes be wide open, whenever I feel stuff, when I get them butterflies in my stomach or that, sixth sense, I always trust it, and I trained it and it got real strong. So it was easy for me to interpret and understand. I'm like, yeah, this was SHREEM BRZEE. I didn't have to go through that, the phase of, oh, does this work? Does it not work? And I guess my sign, I'm in Aries as well, so I'm probably, a little overly optimistic sometimes, but, I'm just like, nah, you manifest whatever you think. So being optimistic and positive all the time, I'm going to manifest positivity. So I don't see that being a bad thing. So I'm just like, yeah, this is SHREEM BRZEE. Yeah, this is SHREEM BRZEE. It really works. So boom, I'm like, I'm running with it. I'm using this now. And boom, and I still have my points where I'm like, I don't know if it's working. I don't know if, but it happens to everybody. So don't get discouraged, even Dr. Palai. So yeah, getting, had, got the, so I'm working at the club, and I got the moving job, then I got the pizza delivery job, and then I got my job that I'm working now, at the high school. And so, I'm teaching now, and then I, end up getting out my parents' crib, and SHREEM BRZEE just end up hooking me up. And really what it did, it just aligned the stars, and just every opportunity I needed, it opened up. I was doing Ganesh's mantra as well. I noticed that when I stopped doing Ganesh's mantra heavy, money and all that, and finances was still increasing, and on progressing and getting better, but life wasn't as easy, what I'm saying. And it made sense because Ganesha removes all obstacles and stuff. So if you want to get, you know, financially straight, but you want the easy, you know, no rough path, you know, couple it with Ganesha's mantra, which is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, you know. When I was doing that, I was listening to Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha at night, you know, and SHREEM BRZEE, you know, I kind of like alternate, or, you know, do it during the day and then at night, or, you know, whatever. Life was getting good, and only because I was pressed, and I was like, damn, I have no option. Like, I'm exhausting all options at this point, you know. But I'm spiritual, so I always, you know, trusted the spiritual way. I'm like, nah, you know, I'm struggling. I ain't just about to, resume, I need to do this, do that, job fair, networking, or whatever. I'm like, nah, let me go hard on this spiritual stuff, you know. Change, you know, my mind, you know, all that or whatever, and just, I don't know, use the right tools and stuff. I'm like, I can do this spiritually, you know, so SHREEM BRZEE, boom, you know, and it just, you know, it's like you kind of go on autopilot, you know. It's still like you got to do the footwork or whatever, but SHREEM BRZEE, it just guides you through it. I'm like, okay, hold up. What if I applied here? Okay, boom. Oh, damn, they hit me up, you know. Just makes it real easy instead of doing all of this and that and nothing happening and nothing working and, I feel like woe is me, nothing's, you know, ever gonna pop. And I was just like, nah, let me go hard on this. SHREEM BRZEE. I know something's gonna happen. And then boom, oh, you got this job. Okay, boom. Oh, hell yeah, I'm making $2 more. Oh, okay, boom, this happened. Oh, okay, I can work both of these. Oh, okay, boom. Oh, what? Oh, I can get this. Oh, I can move in my parents' crib now. Oh, what? Oh, I found this little crib. Oh, we can stay here for, you know, and not have to pay this, that. We damn near living free, like, you know. So, yeah, SHREEM BRZEE just opened up a bunch of opportunities, aligned the stars, and just was like a miracle story for me, like, you know. So right now, I'm just like, I'm fucking straight. So let me help y'all out, you know. So yeah, because I'm just ready to give back, because this really works, you know. So yeah, that's how I discovered SHREEM BRZEE. And yeah, drop a comment below maybe how y'all discovered SHREEM BRZEE, and yeah, let me know y'all thoughts and everything. Love y'all. Peace.